And a day after DMK chief M.K. Stalin announced his big electoral promises for Tamil Nadu, Makkal Nidhi Mayam, or M&M chief Kamal Hassan accused the DMK of lifting M&M's ideas. Hassan said that the DMK's vision document is a copy of his party's agenda and pointed out that he had announced 50 lakh jobs for the youth of Tamil Nadu 4 days ago. Criticizing Stalin's promise to uplift 1 crore people from below the poverty line, Kamal claimed that it was his concept of converting below poverty line into prosperity line and questioned also what the DMK had done on this concept in the last 5 decades, except making the decades darker. On Sunday, M.K. Stalin unveiled the 10-year vision document of DMK in a massive rally in Trichy with 7 big promises under various heads. Stalin's 7 promises touches upon the economy, the agricultural sector, rural and urban development, social justice, water, education and health.
தமிழ்நாட்டில் உள்ள குடும்ப தலைவிகள் அனைவருக்கும் மாதந்தோறும் 1000 ரூபாய் உரிமை தொகை வழங்க இருக்கிறோம். தமிழ்நாட்டில் உள்ள தலைவிகள், குடும்ப தலைவிகள் அனைவருக்கும் மாதந்தோறும் 1000 ரூபாய் உரிமை தொகை வழங்கவிருக்கிறோம். ரேஷன் கடைகளில் உணவுப் பொருட்களை பெறும் அனைத்து குடும்பங்களும் இதனால் பயனடையும். இதனால ரேஷன் கடைகளில் உணவுப் பொருட்களை பெறக்கூடிய அனைத்து குடும்பங்களும் நிச்சயமாக பயன்.
இல்லத்தரசிகளுக்கு ஊதியம் என்ற இந்த ஒரு கருத்து கோட்பாட்டை முன்வைத்த முதல் கட்சி நாங்கள் தான். நாங்கள் சொல்கிறோம் 50 லட்சம் பேருக்கு எங்கள் ஆட்சி காலத்தில் வேலை வாய்ப்புகள் என்கிறோம். அதையே அவர் தமிழில் மொழிபெயர்க்கிறார். அவர் தமிழில்.
Vision document has been copied. It was M&M's ideas that have been copied by the DMK.
It is totally false. There is not even an iota of truth in what he says.
Pramod Madhav is getting us more details on that story. Pramod, in the past as well, Kamal Hassan had made some allegations against the DMK, saying that they're the B team of the BJP. With this new allegation, the rift will only widen, won't it?
Well, it definitely is widening up because Kamal Hassan openly claims that this is nothing but plagiarism, because the 3 important factors of M.K. Stalin's vision document, not the manifesto, but the vision document talks about, economy and also providing 1,000 rupees as Urimai Togai, a kind of supportive money. And for that, M.K. Stalin says that it will help any family who's dependent on ration shops for food products. But here, Kamal Hassan very clearly comes and says that he actually derived this idea from the Beijing proclamation, and he's questioning M.K. Stalin as to why he's announcing this at this moment.
All right, Pramod, thanks for getting us up to speed with that. Pramod, with that story from Chennai. Meanwhile, Stalin also launched a scathing attack on Tamil Nadu Chief Minister Edappadi Palaniswamy and accused him of betraying Sasikala after coming to power and becoming a slave of the Bharatiya Janata Party. Listen in.
அதற்கு பின் பாஜகவை அடிமையாகி சசிகலாவை ஏமாத்தி பழனிசாமியோட ஆட்சிக்கு எதிராக வாக்களிச்ச பன்னீர்செல்வத்தையே துணை முதலமைச்சர் பதவி கொடுத்து பெயருக்கு வச்சுக்கிட்டார் பழனிசாமி. இப்படி கடந்த 10 ஆண்டு காலத்துல தமிழகத்தை முழுமையாக நாசமாக்கிட்டாங்க. மொத்தமா ஊருக்குலைச்சிட்டாங்க.
And after hectic parleys, DMK and the Congress have finally signed their seat-sharing agreement yesterday. The DMK has allotted 25 assembly seats to its ally Congress. For the 6th of April elections, DMK has also given the Kanyakumari Lok Sabha seat to the Grand Old Party to contest. Here's more.
After days of hectic negotiations, bargaining and frayed nerves, which led to Tamil Nadu Congress chief turning emotional, DMK and Congress on Sunday managed to strike a common ground over sharing seats in Tamil Nadu. The DMK allotted 25 seats to ally Congress for April 6 assembly elections. The National Party has also been allotted Kanyakumari Lok Sabha seat that would go for by-polls following the death of Congress MP Vasanta Kumar.
We have signed the seat sharing agreement, and we will be contesting in 25 assembly seats and 1 Lok Sabha Kanyakumari seat.
Announcing the pact, Tamil Nadu Congress chief K.S. Alagiri said that DMK Congress alliance is working hard to protect secularism by defeating BJP in polls.
பாரதிய ஜனதா இன்றைக்கு இந்தியாவினுடைய மிகப்பெரிய நோயாக வளர்ந்திருக்கிறது. அது நோயாக இருப்பது மட்டுமல்ல, அந்த நோயை மற்றவர்கள் மீதும் பரப்புவதற்கு அவர்கள் முயற்சிக்கிறார்கள். கொரோனா வைரஸை விட ஆபத்தான ஒரு ஆயுதமாக அவர்கள் இன்றைக்கு விளங்கி வருகிறார்கள்.
Congress had to settle for fewer seats than the last time. In 2016 assembly polls, Congress fought on 41 seats and won 8 of them. The DMK, hoping to return to power after being in opposition for 10 years, has allotted 3 seats to the Indian Union Muslim League, 2 to MMK, 6 to VCK and MDMK each. Earlier, the ruling AIADMK on March 5th also sealed its alliance with BJP, allotting 20 assembly constituencies and the Kanyakumari Lok Sabha seat to the Saffron Party after several rounds of negotiations.
PMK, they are very strong in North Tamil Nadu, so accordingly they would have taken those seats. Our leaders would have definitely discussed all those things, and we are very sure we will take all these 20 seats, we will win.
Union Home Minister Amit Shah, while campaigning in Kanyakumari, expressed confidence in NDA winning Tamil Nadu polls.
कन्याकुमारी लोकसभा सीट और आने वाले विधानसभा चुनाव के अंदर एआईडीएमके, बीजेपी और पीएमके की संयुक्त सरकार बनेगी.
After several rounds of talks and even an alleged breakdown from the Congress side, DMK and Congress finally signed the pact. Congress is getting 25 seats to contest in this alliance from Tamil Nadu for 2021 elections and 1 Lok Sabha by-poll election as well. When we asked them, are you satisfied with the number as it has come down from 41 to 25, the Congress leaders claim that there is nothing to be satisfied about anything anymore, as this is a war and it has to be fought together. With camera person Divyan, Pramod Madhav for India Today.
Home Minister Amit Shah embarked on Mission South yesterday. Shah's rally in Thiruvananthapuram marked the culmination of BJP's Vijay Yatra. He's also held a roadshow and launched BJP's door-to-door campaign, Vetri Kodiyandi, in Kanyakumari. Take a look at this report.
The BJP intensifying its Mission South, led by Home Minister Amit Shah.
पर जब अवैध सोना मिला, सीएम ऑफिस ने कस्टम पर दबाव बनाया था या नहीं बनाया था? हाँ और ना, और बनाया था तो क्यों बनाया था? तो सलाम करने का मन होता है.
While culminating BJP's Vijay Yatra in Thiruvananthapuram, Amit Shah slammed Kerala CM Pinarayi Vijayan government over alleged links with gold scam key accused Swapna Suresh.
मैं मुख्यमंत्री जी को पूछना चाहता हूँ कि डॉलर और सोना तस्करी के मुख्य आरोपी आपकी ऑफिस के, आपके अधीन काम करते थे या नहीं करते थे? हाँ या ना? क्या आपके प्रमुख सचिव ने इस कांड के अंदर आरोपी महिला को नकली प्रमाण पत्र के साथ एक महत्वपूर्ण सरकारी योजना में स्थान दिया था या नहीं दिया था? आप जवाब दीजिए, हाँ और ना.
Shah also attacked both left and Congress over Sabrimala clashes and protest.
जब ये कम्युनिस्ट पार्टी की सरकार अय्यप्पा के श्रद्धालुओं पर अत्याचार कर रही थी, तब कांग्रेस चुप बैठी थी. भारतीय जनता पार्टी और एनडीए मानते हैं कि सबरीमाला का मंदिर और उसका प्रशासन इसके श्रद्धालुओं के हाथ में होना चाहिए. इसमें सत्ता की कोई दखल नहीं होनी चाहिए.
Amit Shah lavished praise on Metro man E. Sridharan, who recently joined the BJP.
मेरी आयु 56 साल की है. अभी से कई बार सोच आता है बहुत हो गया, मगर इस आयु में आपका जज्बा देखकर हम सब लोगों को आपको सलाम करने का मन होता है कि आज भी राष्ट्र निर्माण करने का आपका उत्साह इतना ही है जितना युवावस्था में था.
ഏത് ചുമതലകൾ എനിക്ക് തന്നാലും അത് ഇതുവരെ ചെയ്ത മാതിരി എൻ്റെ ഏറ്റവും എൻ്റെ ഏറ്റവും ഉള്ള ധൈര്യം കൊണ്ടും പ്രാപ്തി കൊണ്ടും പരിചയം കൊണ്ടുള്ള അതിനെ നേരിട്ട് ചെയ്യുവാൻ ഞാൻ സന്നദ്ധനാണെന്ന് നിങ്ങളുടെ എല്ലാവരും മുമ്പിലേക്ക് ഞാൻ പറയുന്നു.
Earlier on Sunday, Amit Shah visited Tamil Nadu's pole-bound Kanyakumari. He prayed at the Suchitram temple, dedicated to the Trinity, Lord Shiva, Lord Vishnu and Lord Brahma. He also held a roadshow with BJP workers, marking the launch of party's door-to-door campaign. BJP has been a marginal power in Kerala and Tamil Nadu so far. Will coming polls be any different for the Saffron party?
Union Home Minister Amit Shah has unleashed a scathing attack on the Left Democratic Front and the UDF here in Kerala in his first political rally. The question remains is how will the Congress and the CPIM fight BJP and their stalwart leaders, including Amit Shah and Prime Minister Narendra Modi. With camera person Tinku Rajshekharan, Gopi Krishnan, Thiruvananthapuram for India Today.
Hi everyone, Preeti Chaudhary here. Hope you like this video. For latest news and analysis, like and subscribe to the India Today YouTube channel. And don't forget to press the bell icon to stay updated. Thank you for watching.